What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of ERABody's podcast, where generations collide and cultures combine. Today we have a special show for you. And as we promised, we have Deshan Joseph Jr. in the building with us today. Yeah. And Deshan is an author. We just found out that he's a singer. And he's also into real estate marketing, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's
don't forget, happy birthday to Deshan.
Yeah. Today's your birthday?
Tomorrow.
So a happy birthday.
Not early birthday.
Yeah, happy
20.
birthday, Deshan.
Yes. Rick, what you was doing at 20?
At 20?
Yeah. Take me back.
I was in jail.
You was in jail at 20? With a bad 20. 20, I was preparing, what I was doing for 20. I know I had a party. I was in Escape on Claiborne by Miss Virgil. I had a party. I was rocking. I pulled up, and that's when the stretchers was big. They had 3 stretchers, had the lights. Oh man, we showed up. I had an all white. I was like my uncle did it.
You was in a 7-1, huh? You was in a 7-1.
Yeah,
huh?
I had the all white linen on with a green and white because I seen P Diddy at an all white party. I said, yeah, I'm gonna wear this like Diddy, and then my uncle went to jail. But like I said, besides all that, I had a good 20-year party. Yeah. Everybody was there.
You're a fool, boy. You're a fool. What your plans is, man?
Just party with friends.
Party?
And have a really great 20.
A really great 20.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. All right, let's get into some stuff, man. The first thing I really want you to do is give our audience a little bit about who you are, and we'll kind of go on to our interview after that.
All right. Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Deshan Joseph Jr. I do real estate marketing. I'm also an author, and I do music and entertainment. I released a book about a month ago called Dang Can I Tell My Story. It was about an assault that I unfortunately went through. And yeah, I just told my all.
Yeah. So out of all those careers that you into, because you're in a bunch of them, which one brings you the most satisfaction?
Music.
Yeah. Music?
Yeah, marketing be stressing me out.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. You got to pay attention to every detail.
So do you build like campaigns, logistics, or do you do the actual film content?
For the marketing?
Yeah.
For the marketing, so basically I help real estate agents do their marketing because people don't know real estate, it comes off as an easy job, but it's not.
Yeah.
So when people have to do pictures and videos and talking stuff, some people really don't have time to do that because it's doing a listing, you have to be hands-on at all times. So sometimes things come up and you double book stuff, so I take care of it. I do their filming, I do their pictures, I book professional pictures, I book time with them to make sure they can have a promotion video for themselves.
So you like a personal assistant then?
Kind of.
Yeah, you pick up everything that they don't want.
I get the fun stuff. I tell people that. I get the fun stuff.
The fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. That's what they call it.
In music, and not to get off, but music is one of the most powerful things in the world. When you can put a good song out there, they got Frankie Beverly and Maze ain't dropped an album since the 80s.
Who is that?
Frankie Beverly and Maze. Frankie Beverly is passed now.
You know
who
that?
Maze is?
No, Frankie. I'm not going.
That's disrespectful, Rick.
Have I ever went so down?
So now in New Orleans culture, but he have not dropped the album since the 80s, and he was touring off of 80s, 70 and 60 music. That's how powerful music is or whatever, and it can sustain and last. And then you know how powerful music is when something happened and you hear that certain song, you know something good. We are the champions. They won. And then when something bad happened, like we talk about the Queen Latifah when she gets shot up, they play that other music. Yeah. So you ever thought about, man, I want to make a song that's gonna be so iconic that this gonna be the song that people gonna listen to for generations? Do they ever cross your mind?
Of course, all the time.
Yeah. Will we in the works at Henry? Because I want to hear something like that now, and I could be like, you know what? I was there when that boy recorded that. And then I'm in my 60s now, and I say I was there when he recorded it. Telling my grandkids that. So how would that come about? How do you, Rick? You was in music. How do you think about it before the song is made and know is that?
I think you aim for a hit every time, right? But just like you say with marketing, it is really all marketing.
Yeah.
the more people hear stuff, the more they are conditioned to like it. You know, so that's why marketing plays an important part with everything you do.
Right.
Every entity, marketing is the most important part. But what about you? I mean, what steps do you take to?
I mean, when you say like you try to make a hit every time, not for me. Music was my therapy through the whole situation. So I wasn't looking to make a hit. I was looking to stay sane. So when I got in my room, my dad, he bought me a whole studio set, the speakers, the piano, the microphone, the stereo thing, the MacBook. He bought me all that. That was literally my diary in a way. Because I tried the diary stuff. I ain't like it.
Yeah.
So, but poetry really calmed my nerves. It soothed me. Like when I listen to rappers like Jay-Z, Jay-Z is somebody that I can just chill to. Like if you lock me in a room with his music, you won't see me come out because I'm gonna just sit there. I'm gonna vibe out. I'm not gonna talk to nobody. I'm gonna understand what he's saying. I'm gonna think about what he's saying because he's the type of person that when he raps, you have to really think about what he's talking about because it's all metaphors in Jay-Z's music.
Right.
Yeah.
It's stuff to this day I've listened to since I was a kid, and I'm just figuring out, oh, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah. See, I think, you know, like I said, I think when I started, it was the same way. Just to be able to articulate myself because I felt like the world was giving me a deaf ear. But as I understood how marketing went and what needed to be done, I became more intentional. Trying to manipulate words into emotions. And you know what I'm saying? Like it became more than just a hobby. It was something that I actually wanted to do. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, for sure.
And you say Jay-Z is your favorite rapper?
Favorite rapper.
He's my also. But certain things that have been going on with him, and I want Shina's opinions about it. He encouraged a lot of people to invest with him in Tidal, and then he sold it or whatever because he had songs out saying, and I haven't brought one of his disses in a long. I've been kind of like frustrated with how he moved. So it was we got our own now because they had Apple Music and all that. So he was like, we got our own now. We ain't got to go over there. Come to Tidal. And then he sold Tidal. So when he was saying come to our own, it was like this black owned right here. So everybody brought in. And then with the Kaepernick thing with the Super Bowl, we boycotting against him. He go work for him. And then he turned around and like that we off that. No, we not off that. That man got fired for taking a knee protesting, peaceful protest, and then right now his new album 30 years later from Reasonable Doubt is going to be in Target, and once again black people have a problem with Target. So it's like he's a symbol of success of what can happen for black people, and we give him a pass. Nobody question him like that. They just like, man, that's just Jigga. Nah, he do some flunk ass shit. And I had to call it what it is. He do some flunk ass shit. He the type of person to gather the own thing and run the opposite way, and everybody else get caught or whatever. So what do you think about with those three moves that you have seen? I don't know how much you pay attention that he have personally made.
I mean, I've seen a lot of things that what you've said. The Target thing I'm just finding out right now, but I know about the Kaepernick thing, and I know about all the Tidal stuff. But what I'll say is this: a lot of celebrities do it for the money. Now, I'm not saying that's what he does because I don't know him personally. I don't know why he did it. He could have did it to take care of bills. He could have did. I don't know why. But what I'm saying is a lot of celebrities, they do stuff for the money. It's a lot of celebrities now we thought were for us, and we look on the news channels today, we learning that they're not really for us like we thought they were.
Yep.
As a black man, it's not even about no gay stuff. It's as a black man.
Right.
I'm learning that a lot of celebrities are not for us as they say they are.
And you young. I'm glad you brought that up because I want to just propose this to you. Am I a sellout? And we have to draw the line what a sellout is, Rick. Let's just say if I ain't got no money, and let's say I do a deal, but I take the $20 million and I take their $20 million and I go invest it with the black. It's like I took white money to go in my neighborhood, but that was my strategy. But if I don't say it, then most people think, well, I'm selling out. But what do we draw the line at of what's that now? Because let's just say Jigga took the money, but we don't know he backdoor funding.
That's what I'm saying. You never know.
Black-owned stuff.
Yeah.
But he just say, well, look, this I'm going to use my platform to get the money from them, but you ain't gonna know what I'm doing. And when I get old enough, I'll put it in a book, and now y'all understand what I'm doing.
Yeah, but
so
that's why they say the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, brother.
Right.
When stuff like that goes on, and then again, we can't control how these successful individuals move.
Right.
Because they day-to-day interactions and transactions are different from a person just spectating their life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's in any type of entity.
Right.
But again, like they I feel like a lot of our people have good intentions, but they change they course, and I guess they path of what they want to do after getting slaughtered by the same people that they trying to help.
Yes, and
that's what I feel.
That is another thing.
Yes, McGivey, he was a president. I can't think his first name, but he also said that when he fight for Africa, you have to have one hand behind his back. And they say, why? He said, because the people I'm fighting for, I'm actually fighting them to fight for them.
Yep.
So it makes a double-edged sword, and we are difficult people to deal with.
Yes, sir.
So back to yourself. You said you was in real estate school. Are you looking forward to how far you are in school to becoming a real estate agent?
I finished the entire schooling. Now I'm taking my final, little study time to pass my tests and everything. And I plan to take my test July 12th.
July 12th.
Oh, right around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. So you ready? You ready for that next level?
Yep, I've been studying every day.
Yeah.
And
You trying to be a millionaire, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to get out these books.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you watch? They got the real estate TV show. Man,
I watch all of them. Just name it.
It's with the guys from New York.
Actually, I don't watch that one.
He the number one real estate guy in New York. Man, I forgot. It's real estate. I can't think of this show, but they heavyweights. These guys, the cameras follow them around. They do $1 million deals or whatever. So you see that going after the big bucks in real estate.
Of course, and actually talking about the reality show with real estate. That's what I want to do as well. I want to develop my own show with that.
Right,
that's cool.
And then, but put our people on there because I know when it comes to real estate, you don't really see our people in those big markets, that California, that New York market, those big states. So, yeah, I want to create one.
So it sounds like you leaving because we don't have a big market here.
No, but we should create a reality show down here too. We should
Right.
really start to, big up our own people.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be it's a big market. All the
Things
housing
could change.
complications that we have here. You can't even get permits on time dealing with the city. of New Orleans.
Well, I think what he's saying about big markets, Atlanta, Houston, Miami, New York, or whatever. Money is different in that in their sense.
Right.
Down here, it's more of a you might have we got a couple of $1 million homes, but it's not gonna be your everyday running across bang bang $1 million homes. It's gonna be it might 400, 500, 300,000. But Atlanta, you literally could be $1 million realtor, and that's all you sell is $1 million homes.
Yeah.
Because they got the market for it. And I was always taught in finances that whatever kind of car dealerships is around, that's what type of money around. We got Porsche, Mercedes, and Land Rover. That's the type of luxury. Out there, they got
Bugatti, Lamborghini.
dealerships.
Yeah.
So that's the type of money that's in that market right there, so they can afford that. So have you been going with a realtor, going to see these houses, learning how, practicing under a realtor?
Well, yes, actually, my mother.
Oh, it ain't getting no better than that.
Right. That's the best mentor right there.
She hard on you?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the time. My mother, she's been an agent since the 90s. And she's actually just now taking her broker exam because she's been, to be honest, she likes the real estate agent life, but she's ready to, elevate, upgrade herself.
Right.
And I just been practicing under her. We actually opened a company in real estate and property management down here called Deshan Joseph.
Man, I like it.
So explain the broker side of that whole entity. What does the broker do?
The broker is, I know people don't like to call him that, but I like to call him the boss. That's the biggest you can be in real estate when it comes to real estate practice. So, it takes a lot of dedication. It's a lot more responsibility than an agent as well, because most brokers are over other agents.
Gotcha.
So you have to, be responsible for them.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a lot of work.
Larger responsibility. Okay.
Right. So, and
And your rules are more strict.
Yeah, and so y'all going to start your own thing. I know you started that company, but that's what she going to look forward to. You would be the first agent under her.
Yeah,
right?
I would be the first agent under her.
Oh man, they get better than that. I could see y'all growing. You already have a spirit where you can sell. Sales is good. So you take any sales classes?
Nope. My personality, I just naturally.
I have a book called Sales as a Contact Sport. I'm gonna autograph it and give it to you as mine. So I think that'll help a young man like yourself going out. The excitement once you get that license is good, but boy, when them sales ain't hitting and you got to sit in that office and these bills still coming, that's a whole totally own feeling over there.
I mean, that is a thing, but in property management we do rentals.
Yeah.
And rentals are way easier than sales.
Yeah.
Everyone's renting. I don't care what nobody says. Everyone's looking for a new place to at least rent.
Right.
And my mother did it for a long time because my mama, she'll tell you herself, she doesn't really like to do the sales stuff.
Right.
It's a lot of stress. She rather do the rents. So basically, she worked under another property management company for a while.
Right.
And she used to make at least 3 rentals a week. And you depositing $500 checks 3 times a week.
Right.
That's $1,500 just put in your pocket.
Yeah.
That's nice.
On top of sales and everything else she was doing.
Right.
Yeah. So let's get into this book, man. Dang, can I tell my story?
Yes.
When I seen the book cover, I was like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? It's like you had a story to tell for sure. You know, your mouth was all bust up. And just explain that. You know, first I want to know, why did you choose that book cover?
Because it was the truth. Because it was honest. I'm not going to fake it. It was a very horrific time in my life. And I don't think that the person who went through that last year deserves a pretty up cover or anything like that. He deserves his truth to be told. Because what I went through wasn't pretty. And I could have chose a nice little photo shoot photo, put it on the cover of it, make it all fancy. But no, I wanted to tell the truth because I know there's someone else. It doesn't have to be as extreme as mine. There's someone else who went through high school and got beat up for that. There's someone who got tormented, who got teased.
So what's the story? What's your story?
Well, one day I was coming home from work. It was about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. About that time. And you know, I went to Shake Shack. I had me a nice little lunch. Came back to work and everything. He said, Deshaun, you can go for the day. So I went, you know, just downtown. I went to H&M, got me some glasses. You know, I just having a regular fun day because I just had graduated high school too. So I'm just a teenager. I'm rolling around with my graduation money and everything. I'm just, you know, doing my thing.
Yeah.
As I was walking, I heard someone call me the F-bomb. And he was just yelling it and yelling it. He asked me to do some things with him that I didn't agree with. And I said no. And then he started to assault me. He started to kick me, punch me, all types of graphic, terrible things. And after the police was called, there was a man named Q who found me. He helped me, you know, just hide and everything. Because I know if I didn't pretend to be dead in that moment, he would have killed me.
And where did this take place? On the street, or was this in a home?
On the street.
So was it in the quarters or Metairie?
On North Rampart.
Oh, so it was in
the
quarter.
main part.
Yeah.
Right. Did the person get arrested?
Yes.
They arrested? Like, how far did the case go? Did they get charged?
Yes, he's been charged with everything that I accused him of. Also, he assaulted another police officer in the jail, so that only deepened the situation.
Right. Do you think it was mental things, or he was a?
Well, you know, a lot of people ask me that, and that's why I tell people all the time that I pray for him.
Right.
Because mental health is a thing. Anyone who does something like that, you have to have mental issues.
Did you know him?
No.
So it was just a random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never met him a day in my life.
And what I was telling you, Rick, I was in court like 2 days ago, and I went on a Wednesday. Wednesday's mental health day in court, and they must have had like 6 people just outburst. You know how, like, you know, in court, you going to court. This is the judge. I ain't saying nothing small to the judge. They had no disregard for the judge. They actually got more time, and it was free people. There's people like sitting in the thing. They'll just yell something out. The judge sent them 30 days for contempt, and you like, this something really like wrong with them or whatever. Because no sane person. I'm not in an earned suit. I'm in the thing. I'm free. Mm-hmm. They actually like walked themselves into jail by just yelling out. And I say, man, it was on a Wednesday. So that's why I asked, did it seem like anything? And I'm not making excuses. They got assholes out here in the world. So did it seem like it mental when he was saying anything crazy?
Yeah.
Or it just,
I could tell he had some mental issues.
Yeah, and we are mixed up. Somebody said this as a joke. He said, "Y'all remember those guys that was in special ed and the other special ed?" He was like, "Nah, they free. That's the people. Back then you can see them in a box. They put them in a little box. They ain't let them play with us or whatever. Yeah. But now once they graduate, homeboy, homegirl, they like out there, and they're free, and they get a check once a month. And some of those people literally be the ones that." They always had problems, but once they graduate from school,
just have a little more, more trouble.
They more trouble, but they not in that box anymore. They out there in random society. Like the guy yesterday when I was going to the car, he had a crowbar in his hand, just walking with a crowbar, and I'm looking at him like, I can tell. Even one of the guys and I want to talk to you about it, asked you to do the interview yesterday. He was asking you and talking to you.
Oh, yeah, your boy.
Yeah.
Talking about, man, I knew you for like 40 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
That he's one of those.
Yeah.
And he's out the box now.
Yeah.
So not
he
to get
was
off
going
your
to be put in the box.
not to get off your story, but that plays a tremendous part in society where we at now. From kids, they medicate us so much. And they label you crazy or something wrong. And they put you in that and they just get constant medication. And then when you come from school and you get out as an adult, we got a lot of zombies, you could say, just walking around.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of black men mental health is disregarded.
Oh, yes.
I say that all the time. I was fortunate to have parents who cared.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of parents, whether it's on purpose, whether they're more focused on, I got to get these bills paid, I got to work, I can't worry about this right now. As long as you fed and you got clothes on you. I mean, some of them just don't care.
I want to ask you a question, too, before we what do you classify?
What do you mean?
What's your class of what they call it? Pronouns.
Oh, he, him.
He, him.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm asking that because it's also Pride Month, right? Are you, and I'm gonna cut this, but I want to make sure, are you straight? Are you bi? Are you?
I'm gay.
Okay, you're gay.
Yeah.
All right. But this leads me into the next question. Do you feel like in that community, of the gay people, that y'all experience more harsher like punishments? Was this another gay person who came up and did this to you, or was this an actual straight man?
I mean, he was trying to do certain things to me, so he couldn't be that straight.
Yeah.
But what do you mean by
No, I'm just saying the violence within that community. I'm trying to find out if
did he attack you because you were
because
gay,
you were
or
gay,
you just was a young guy walking up the street? Did he notice you was gay and say, I know you say he was talking to you, so he must have assumed.
He must already assume, because I ain't gonna lie, I got such a twist in my walk, you could tell as I'm walking. So
all right. So what? Now that they have a law passed, also that did he get filed under that law? Hatred?
Yes, a hate crime.
Okay.
Yeah, a hate crime. So now, I want to ask you about that. Do you think now that, and I'm sensitive about this. I don't think nobody, but I think that in this Pride Month, and I have nothing. I have cousins that's gay, and I love them to death. But I think it's overboard with the charges now, because if a fight, we had a fat guy on yesterday that I know my whole life. He called me a crackhead because I was small. We take it as a joke, but if he was fighting me, I'm gonna be saying you fat MF. He gonna be saying you crackhead looking mug or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's not considered a hate crime. But if I'm fighting a gay guy now and I got my sets up, and I'm like you punk or whatever, I say anything out like that, and somebody here,
it's a hate crime.
It's a hate crime. Yeah. But this is what we do. Everybody, we talk trash before we fight. So charges is elevated because he's a gay guy. But if he was doing me something and beat me up, he don't have no charge as a hate crime against me. So you think that's fair?
I don't think anyone being attacked or
Right.
violated is fair.
Yeah.
So I don't. It doesn't have to. You don't have to be gay. You don't have to be straight. You don't have to be white, black, whatever Prince said.
Right.
You don't have to be any of that.
Right.
Being assaulted and being violated is not okay.
Right.
So yeah.
So yeah, and the only reason why I say that because there's a law passed now to protect you guys, but it's no law on the other side. If you was kicking my ass saying you straight MF and you small like a crackhead and you verbally saying these words, it's no extra charge against you, even though you kicking my ass. But on the reverse side, if I was kicking your ass saying you sissy motherfucker, this, that, and the other, somebody hear that, my charge is elevated. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the unfair thing that I think that law has been passed, that when you do encounter a gay person, if he's wrong, his charge is still simple assault. If I'm wrong, my charges went up to a hate crime, and I that's one of the things that I don't think is fair. But
so you're basically saying that like all discrimination should be charged.
Yes,
I agree with that.
Any fight like that, the person that's wrong, you're wrong. And I think that in our culture, this is just black people in general. We talk trash. We shit talkers. Mm-hmm. Whether you gay, straight, or whatever, all of us talk trash. And when we mad, the things that we say, that's how our brother Skip went to jail for saying bomb. We'll blow this motherfucker. I didn't heard that my whole life, and I have never seen a black person blow up any building that he said was. He just didn't do it. But that's us when we get mad. We gonna take it to the extreme, and me talking trash. So I don't think that is in consideration when you're getting into it with gay people.
So I was about to say too, throughout the book, you know, is it you just highlighting the problem, or are you also giving solutions to resolve the matters?
Yeah. So basically, the book is me telling, as I said before, my childhood and everything growing up, because this isn't the first time I felt like I was discriminated against for that. But what I was doing in the book was telling people, okay, this is how I dealt with the hardship. Because really, the book is to inspire people who's dealt with hardships. Because people, it doesn't have to be a gay hate crime. Some people deal with shootings in their families. Some people have lost parents young. Some people have lost their children. It's just saying that I went through a hardship at such a young age, and I got through it.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can do it too.
Okay.
Right.
So it's solution driven.
Yes.
It's just highlighting your journey throughout your experience of life. Okay, that's pretty cool.
And when you came up in school, how was your interaction with school? Was it basic as if the jokes was the same, or you feel as though like you was bullied and picked on?
I was picked with a lot. Well, I would say at least elementary, middle school, and beginning of high school. But in my junior year, I learned, my mama told me herself, she was like, learn to fall back a little bit. Don't try to be in everybody's face, because then when people tell you stuff, you're not going to like it.
Right. So I went to school with several gay comedians, and I never asked them, but it seemed like they took the jokes as right. You could say I might be gay and twisting, but you got a big goddamn nose right there, wide. The guy said yesterday, he said he went to the store and they wouldn't give him a garbage bag because the man said he eat plastic. So that's how the gay guys, some of the gay guys took it at our school, but I could see the hurt in some of them. And I always tell people this, as a natural born class clown, I only like to rib who ribbing me. I never picked on somebody over there just because they're there, because I know the damage that it could do. And I know this at a young age. So you think it damaged you in any way?
Well, mine wasn't really like, I'm not going to lie. I have a very funny family. We make jokes about me and that all the time. So the jokes, that don't matter.
Right.
It was kids actually like they would throw stuff at me. They would do stuff like that. That's what affected me. But words, my grandmother says all the time, words should not hurt. And what someone thinks about you isn't your business.
All right, but hold on. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and this segment is brought to you by ERABody's Coffee. Let's take a drink. Welcome back, man. And once again, I hope you guys are getting a very, very, very lesson about this, and I'm great we can have this conversation with this great young man. Trust me, we're gonna do some work together in the future. So, living in your truth and for your purpose. How long it took you to realize that this is how I am, and I don't give a damn what nobody feel. How long it took you to get to that?
I mean, it took me a long time. I didn't start publicly dating until I was in my senior year of high school. And that's publicly. It was always I would lie and say, oh, I'm not. Oh, I ain't. And obviously you could tell. So, yeah.
So in that community, even with yourself, like, you said publicly dating men. Is it that one man, like in that community? I'm not specifically talking about you. Is it just one man that community deals with? Or are they like, they just out here?
I don't know. It's everyone different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
Okay.
See me, I'm like my mama. I don't like people like that. Like being around, having to, like, that's why that whole dating a bunch of people, I couldn't do it if I tried.
Yeah.
But certain people, they could do it.
Yeah.
It's for them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Like, how do you feel about that? The gay community supported heavily, especially the men, by the African American female. She is toe to toe running with him. But when you see an undercover brother, how do you despise him?
You mean like if he's DL?
Yeah, if he DL, but he still got a wife and all that. But he it's like the sister y'all love that support y'all, hurting her behind her back with this man living this right. And most of the times as guys, we'll call him out quickly. Like, we'll call him out like, dude. But in the gay community, they'll hide him.
Mm-hmm. No, he hide himself.
No, but the gay person should call it, nah, you dating, you married to such and such. I'm not going to disrespect that sister like that. Because when he come out, it's shameful and hurtful to the woman. I'm saying on the other side that it's a difference between cheating with another woman.
Yeah.
Then you find out you've been with this man 10 years and his other lover is a man. So when you hear about a down low guy, how do you view him?
I have to.
I ain't talking about, hold on. Yeah. Not a down low brother that just dating men, but he in a professional world, he's single. I'm talking about a down low man that's actually in a committed relationship with the other sex. And you find out like this man here married to this.
Well, I feel like that's wrong because it's cheating no matter what. I mean, obviously that is still a bigger thing for me to find out you done cheated with a whole different gender. But yeah, cheating is wrong whatsoever. Right. But one thing I've never done is like tell somebody, because sometimes we get stuff wrong. Sometimes we might assume and we be like, oh, this man, he's not even, and we just all assume that.
Right.
Yeah, but you seem respectable for the people who don't understand all the letters that they have in the little mix. Sound like
I don't even know all the letters.
They added a GTQ and all
this
shit.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, and there's no discriminatory. There's nothing. I really don't know all the letters and everything. Yeah. When I came out of gay, I just came out as gay.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, have your fun. Do what you do. Whatever you identify as, that is you, and I am proud of you.
Yeah. Right? So I mean, why you feel like they break it down into so many categories though?
Because some people feel like they need that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm different from another gay man. I'm different from this gay man over here, that gay man over there, because we all have different identities.
Yeah.
Some people might feel like it's a big deal. I must say I'm gay when I walk into a room. See me, I mean, I don't really feel the need to say it.
Yeah.
It's not that important for me to say it.
Right.
Because that's, number one, that's my business.
I got you. They just have, I guess some people just extra sensitive and.
Yeah, but that's them. I personally, especially the way I grew up too with my cousins, and I like to call them my brothers, I just never felt the need to really go up and just say, oh, I'm gay or whatever. I just never felt that.
Yeah. But like I said, you more respectable. They have like the flamboyants who you can't even sit next to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I told you I was in church one time.
In church?
Yeah.
No.
And I was in the church and the pastor said, reach out and touch your neighbor. You know how when he preaching, he's saying that.
What church you go to?
I don't go to church. I was visiting this church.
Was it Rock of Ages?
No, it wasn't Rock of Ages.
Oh, okay. Because that just sounds so familiar. I'm sorry.
No, but all pastors say that. They say reach out and touch your neighbor. They talking about neighbor. We neighbors right here in the church. Touch your neighbor and say such and such. This man was on like 2 rows, 3 rows back. He touched me, came and tapped me on my shoulder. And then he did the hand with the thing like that.
Why?
Then he did it again.
Why?
I said, I turned around and I said, brother.
Boy,
we
why?
neighbors on the same. We not neighbors in church. Neighbors is touch somebody in front of you, close hand. He got up and right now, or whatever. He's doing that, and man, it was in one of those churches. I ain't gonna say the church name.
Why you feel like he talking to you? That was one of them.
I have no idea why he talking to me. I was there for my godchild was getting an award, and I got very irritated. Why do you think they do that or whatever? Those guys, I guess.
Why I think they do what?
Like try to test like straight. I guess it'd be like
no. I can't tell you why they do that. I don't do that myself. I don't play that. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what I'm telling. Like when people ask me questions like that, I be telling them. They think I'm joking, but I'm like, I really don't know.
Right.
A lot of these dudes, they play a lot of games. Like that whole dating the DL thing. I don't discriminate against nobody, but I would never date a DL person.
Yeah. Right.
You don't know if that person can get mad one day and just try to kill you or something.
Right.
I just don't do it. And a lot of dudes are more sensitive about that too. I'm only doing this because I got assaulted. But some man calling me a faggot on Instagram, I could care less.
Yeah.
Right. Now back to the book sale. How the book sales doing?
Well, I put it completely for free because one, it's Men's Mental Health Month, and this is for anyone who's dealing with mental health. And I don't feel like you should have to pay for mental health.
Well, you got to hire me as your manager. We don't get that type of information. Yeah, we should have that book for sale. It should be for sale.
My cousin was about to kill me when I told her.
But I think it's a great gesture to have a book like that. And you mentioned more than I think me and Rick, men's mental health. That's overlooked so much. Why do you think it's overlooked? Even you young in identifying that it's overlooked. Why do you think it's overlooked so much?
I can't tell you why, but all I can tell you is that it shouldn't be. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you have these boys, they're mentally going through it, and it starts from children. They mentally are feeling these things. They're going through it. So now they got to feel like, oh, I got to act tough. Mm-hmm. And then you see they start getting into gangs and everything. Not even because they want to, but because they feel like they have to put on the persona because they're fighting insecurities or they're fighting anxiety, depression. They don't want to deal with it because a lot of them are taught that that's stupid. That's non-existent. There's no such thing as depression. A lot of black parents tell their children that.
Yeah. Bro, black boys, I feel like we do need more hugs, and it need to be from our fathers.
And I say this. 50 Cent said this. It made me look at it different. He said this. He said depression is only for the rich, and the people say why. He was like, when you poor, I got to think about my next job. I ain't got time to sit down there and worry about that. So when he gave you that, how do you know, like, you could tell when somebody's sign is acting bad. Mm-hmm. You could tell when somebody got a cold. They got a cold. How do you know when you're depressed? When you're in a state of survival all the time, you got to go to work, I got to pay this, I got to do this, I got to do that. All right, he needs shoes, I got to extra hours of overtime to get my son some shoes, this, that, and other. I'm so moving so much, it become a natural thing. So how do I know?
For a man, I feel like we forced into hiding our emotions.
Yeah.
Like off the bat, we just, you gotta be strong. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what you crying for? That nigga, like, don't come to me crying. Like, but if it's a young lady or a girl, let mommy kiss you. You see what I'm saying? You got the whole community concerned.
And I tell both of y'all, when you see that little princess fall off a bike, she a little thing. It's tilt over. You know she ain't hurt. She got shoe pads on. Everybody run.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's in man nature. You want to see your son get up. My son go to crying. I was like, get your ass up off the ground or whatever.
That's where it starts from.
So I'm tormenting them now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
How to fix that?
Fix it. Give him a hug. And you know who told me that? My son.
No, but my son tell me that
I need a hug.
But if I go get him, when do he learn to get up?
They gonna get up. They gonna get up.
Yeah.
They gonna get up, bro. Like, we was conditioned coming up in our era where they was just too hardcore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, these people was out their mind.
Right. Some of the stuff they did you had to be tough.
Yeah, you had to be tough. But now that we understand what tough looks like for them,
right,
we gotta redefine what it looks like for us teaching it to our kids.
Right.
You know, and I feel like I said, my son come up to me and be like, Dad, I need a hug.
Right.
You know, at first I used to be like my daddy, you know, I could never just walk up to my daddy and just ask for a hug. You know what I'm saying? but let me try this. You know what I'm saying? So he's tapped in with his emotions, and I like that because he's also being, he's tough. He's in training. He's training in boxing and stuff. But I still want him to be a human. I don't want him to be inhumane, a machine.
Right.
Because all it does once you get older is it breaks you down.
Right. And I will say, to me, and we don't get enough credit for it, they got more fathers now that bath their kids, take their kids to school, hug their kids or whatever. I could say I literally hug my son at least 5 or 6 times a day and kiss him on his head or whatever. 5 or 6 times a day. And I hope that trend could continue. You got anything that you want to add to it?
Yeah, I think what you just said, a lot of fathers are doing it now. I know a lot of fathers who will drop anything and everything. They don't care how important the obligation is. If their child needs them, their child needs them.
Right. And I think that we're fixing it on that gap. But we're going to roll into this next segment called Do You Remember? All right? We're going to TV shows, games, rap songs. We want to take you back in the little 20 years, well, 19 so far, in a day that you've been on this earth. We want to see, do you remember? All right?
Okay.
All right. Did you ever see the movie Life with the great Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
All right, you seen him with movie Life.
I ain't watching this some years, though, so don't ask me no detailed question.
That's why I call
That's one of them things that because my uncle, he had a barbershop. And that was a movie that he played over and over and over and over and over again.
So you should have picked this up then.
No, I was
How much did Ray and Claude pay for the booze once they got to Mississippi? I'm gonna give you a hint. It was $5 a case.
So wait.
All right, they got the part. They went from New York. They drove all the way to Mississippi. And Eddie Murphy said, "Shh, I'm looking for Slim." And that fat man in the door said, "You found him." And then he had to pay him money. How much did he have to pay him?
I really don't remember. That's crazy.
Rick, you remember?
No.
You remember that part of the movie, though?
I remember that part of the movie.
It's $180.
Dang.
I didn't know it was $5 for a case.
$5 a case. And it was when they timed it on case, it was $180.
Yeah, I ain't know that.
Lost me with that one.
All right,
question.
now he had it on with Life. What was the favorite part about that great movie that you liked about it?
The ending.
The ending when they got away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you think that's something you could have strategized with you and your friend? Because at the end they was bickering, and Ray told, I think that's Ray told Claude, you might well slow me down. Your old ass ain't got no plan. But you think that's something you and one of your partners could have pulled off?
Well, my partners have to pull it off because I'm the scaredy cat. So I couldn't do it.
Well,
I'm gonna need someone to push me, say, move.
Rick, what's the favorite part of that movie to you?
My favorite part of that movie, I would say the ending. The funniest, my favorite part was "Give Me Your Cornbread." That was iconic scene. And that's you didn't get my cornbread. That was, but my favorite part was actually seeing them get away and go live out their life. They was convicted, in the wrong manner. You know what I'm saying? And the saddest part for me was when your boy was about to get out of jail.
Biscuit.
Biscuit had literally one day, He was about to get out.
And he didn't want to go home.
That boy started running. They hit him in his back. They could have let that man.
Look. Now it's good. You need to know the backstory. You when the rest of them started dying, they just started fading out.
Right.
So they wanted him to fade out, and he was like, "Don't do me like that." So the director said, "You got something?" He said, "Yeah." That was actually the Moni movie that Paper had in his hand. Him and Eddie Murphy did that on the thing. The man got the camera and said, "Go ahead," and they faked that story. That wasn't in the script. Yeah. They faked that saying that he was about to get out, and then that's why he ran because they just wanted him to run, and it was like we need a reason or whatever for killing him. Nah, that was the reason for him crossing that gun line.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah, but that was a sad part. I got emotional seeing it.
But I tell you one thing: when he asked for that cornbread, you could see Eddie Murphy was street smart. And Martin was more like, if I give the cornbread, ain't gonna be about nothing. Eddie Murphy knew if I gave him that cornbread, I was gonna have problems with him the rest of the.
See, and that's another presumption how we think. You know what I'm saying? Like you a pure fool from not giving that damn cornbread up. But Martin ain't had no problems in that. Martin never had a problem, bro.
But it's on that thing that Eddie Murphy. He come from the streets. That's how when he got in the first club, when he first seen Martin, he looked at Martin as a square.
Yeah.
He scanned the run. And he already knew I was gonna pickpocket you. If you pay attention to the rump, he was scanning the rump, and then he targeted Martin because obvious he ain't had that Harlem swag like I've been in the street.
Yeah, but who made their jail sentence easier was Martin. Martin the one broke him out,
and he the one got them girls.
You see what I'm saying?
Them girls and Ray had the brew.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
bro.
So this next question, which I know, but I want to see. Do you remember when Coca-Cola used to have the cap on top that you get a free cold drink?
I actually never.
You ain't experienced that?
No.
We have to tell him about it, Rick.
Bro,
Man.
they had the words in the little under the plastic under the
really
cap.
drunk. I didn't drink Coke like that.
You would have drunk Coke then.
I was a Dr. Pepper kid.
No, Dr. Pepper wasn't playing it. They had it. Well, my auntie used to have caps lined up. When you open up the Coke, it used to say free.
Free.
You got to take to the store. And some stores you were playing like they don't want to participate, but you had to pay the taxes with it. Though. You might have to get 9 cents. I think 9 cents with it. But man, that was the day. See, you born in 2000.
See, you gotta ask him some. What generation you in? You're a millennial, Gen Z?
No, you gotta be Gen Z because I'm
Gen Z.
Gen Z?
Yeah. What you are, millennial?
I'm millennial.
Yeah.
So I definitely gotta be Gen Z.
Yeah.
So yeah, we gotta ask this man some Gen Z.
So being a Gen Z with the generational thing, do you understand it? Because I get lost where I'm at.
I get lost too. I'll be like, look, I'm just born when I'm born.
Right,
I'm here. I'm living.
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
All right. Now, have you seen the movie Set It Off before?
Many times.
All right. Many times.
All right, cool.
This right
That's
here.
one of my favorite movies, in fact.
All right. I'm glad it is. All right. You're Queen Latifah. You can't be nobody else.
I'm Cleo.
No, yeah, Cleo. I'm glad you fixed it. You Cleo.
I'm Cleo.
How are you going out? You could stop, get out, and say, "Officer, I was wrong," and go do that life in jail, or you gonna do what Cleo did and go out like a soldier with a cigarette in your hand?
Go out like a soldier.
Or you was gonna go out like that?
We done did this whole thing. We gotta have a grand finale. Like what we feel like you. I'm not. Don't lie to me. You would feel stupid if you did all that stuff just to say, "All right, take me to jail now."
A lot of people will take that life and be like, "I'm still living. I can still see my kids."
You're in 2 little walls.
Yeah.
For life. That's not living.
Going out like that, that's a lot. And I think they was gonna face a death penalty.
That's a lot.
No,
boy, you get hit 2 or 3 times, you already dead.
already
Even
dead.
though our body moves,
Don't think
gone.
she didn't experience every last shit. About 2 shots, she was already dead.
She was feeling them shots.
Boy, she ain't feel nothing.
Man,
That was 2 shots and she was probably
remember
dead.
when she got out the car?
Yeah.
She got hit about a couple of times.
But think about it. It's like, that's a movie. It wants you, they're selling you an image. Bro, she got
real
lit
life,
up.
Someone shoot us 2 times.
But I know people that been shot 27 times and living.
They was dead.
No.
The doctor brought them back.
Brought them back.
What hospital they with, the charity?
I don't know where they went, but they was dead.
Man, I will say this, that when you watch that movie, tell me some of the favorite parts that you have in there.
One of my favorite parts is when Cleo, it was actually, they just got done with the robber, right? And she was acting a fool. She just shot the thing. Was like, because that's a move I will pull. Just doing something stupid. Everybody was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. That movie is so. Do you believe that Cleo girlfriend never said one word in that movie? Mm-hmm. My cousin told me, he said she ain't had not one. And when I watched the movie again, I'm like, damn, she didn't say nothing. Her name was Ursula, I think.
She had a name?
Yeah,
I didn't know she had a name. I just
remember when they by the car drinking, and that old man came, got stoned. That old salesman he was trying to hit, and he was just drinking. And Ursula came up, and she was like, "I've been beeping you all day on," and it was like, "There go Ursula," or whatever. Yeah, that's her name. That's the only time they said. But she had a muted role throughout the whole meeting. Yeah. And when I was coming out, I used to think that was Eve until I got older, cause Eve had that short hairstyle and it was gold, the rapper. Yeah,
they had all the heavy hitters in there.
Yeah, so this last question right here, this last one. This is New Orleans Food Hall of Fame. You only could pick one. You want to commit it, it's down to your vote.
Let's do bounce. You listen to bounce music?
I'm not educated on bounce music like that. Like I know some stuff if it turn on.
Okay. But do food.
All right, food. Yeah. All right. New Orleans po' boy. That's A. B. You young. Seafood. Mm-hmm. C. Louisiana daiquiri. One of them can get in 2026. The vote come down to you. po' boy, seafood as a whole, daiquiris.
What do you mean wait, so can the whole restaurant daiquiris come in? Because, you know,
Yeah.
the daiquiris on the Legion Fields, I don't know if you've been to that one
Yeah.
recently, but they got some really good wings. But
You saying the whole daiquiri shop?
the whole daiquiri shop, everything that
Yo,
come with
I was gonna say
just
a
the
daiquiri,
product.
just the
Just the
product.
product.
the daiquiris. I'm sorry, I love you.
But they food been good down there, by the way.
Yeah,
that daiquiri
it's
shop
just
down
that
there.
them wings, I couldn't leave them behind if I tried.
Oh,
I would have to go with the po' boy.
a po' boy. Which one?
Well, see, I'm weird. I'm like my dad. I like the shrimp and oyster put together on one.
I ain't never had that. I can't stand fried
it's good.
oysters. I can take them trouble, bro.
Yeah.
Fried oysters nasty to me.
It's so good.
I'm with you. I take the po' boy.
I'll take the po' boy.
So you said a shrimp on po' boy. What you getting? You get yours
Dressed all the way.
And where you get it from?
Melba's.
Melba's. You like Melba's?
What's your...
You
Y'all
said-
got a beef for Melba's or something?
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, I do.
What was that?
Every time I tried Melba's, Melba's,
What Melba's you went to?
both of them. Melba's not.
You going to the one on Franklin though, huh?
Yeah.
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 A
that's
lot
the
of
one.
people say it's good, but I haven't had that same
Maybe
experience.
where you get yours from?
Man, I got some Red Beans from there, and I was
Ooh.
wanting to feel out. I wanted to go back and ask them that who in here cooked them, because you're not from New Orleans. I mean, Dean Red Beans was horrible, but yeah, it was horrible.
Unless you just
Yeah.
put my
But-
place down like that.
Melba's actually have the thing with the books. They actually do a book thing every
yeah,
month.
yeah, yeah.
On thing. So you ain't never thought about putting it in there? Just print it out and put it in there?
I might.
Yeah, I think you should print it out. And we'll talk about the numbers on that. I'm new management over here that we gonna the next books we charging for that. We can't be giving y'all everything.
Oh.
All right. I want you to look right there in that camera and tell people how they can find you and how they can find this book.
All right, my name is Deshan Joseph Jr. The way you can find my book, I have my own website. It's called DanCanITellMyStory.com. You can find it. It's in my Instagram bio, Deshan Joseph Jr. Yeah.
And watch, I could prove this. I could tell you gonna write another one. What's the name of the next book? You, all great authors are already thinking about the next one.
It's called Dan, Can I Write the Book? That's what it's called. Dan, Can I Write the Book? That's what it's called. Can I write the book first?
We gonna do a how to get into real estate business book. We gonna work on that book or whatever.
See,
yes.
see,
I'm like that. New management.
That's a good manager.
But once again, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this segment and learned something today. Don't forget to get our business book, Businessmen, is available on Amazon. And once again, I'm the Honorable Darren D. Pernell, street speaker himself. Yo, Rick.
And I hope this session was just as informative to you as it was to us. Like D said, man, make sure y'all copy of that book, Businessman. It's on Amazon right now. As for me, I'm your boy Ricky. You can find us on ERABody's podcast on all social media platforms. That's ERABody's podcast. And we out.
Peace.